Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for being here today. Today we're with the Worcester County District Attorney Joe Early, and we're presenting the Team Award. District Attorney?
Sure. It's great to be out in Shrewsbury again. Chief, love the work you do, love the work that everyone does here at the fire, the EMS, and the work you do with us on a regular basis. So we're here for our Team Award. It's an acronym for Team Excellence and Merit. We know this. There's an old African proverb, you go alone, you go fast. You go together, you go further. And that's a perfect example of this today. And I want to thank Chief Kevin Anderson, the Shrewsbury Police Department, for the great job, the men and women that you do every day. We're here to recognize a group of police, firefighters, dispatchers, EMS personnel who came together as a team to save Andy MacIsaac's life. Geez, even when you say that, you know what I mean, Andy? It just, on July 2nd of last year, turned out to be a pretty relaxing Sunday morning for the MacIsaac family. Andy went out, he walked their 4 dogs. When he came home, he collapsed. At that point, Trish called 911. Trish, I'm sorry, I see you shaking your head. All right. Trish called 911, and her brother, Ralph Dunphy, who was visiting, immediately began chest compressions on Andy. Worcester EMS dispatcher John Cappy, and I hope I'm pronouncing it right, John, stayed on the line with Tricia, talking them through the step-by-step process of keeping chest compressions going until help for the couple arrived. Help soon did arrive in the form of Shrewsbury police officers Christopher Vieira and Jeffrey Svensson. Officer Vieira took over chest compressions while Officer Svensson began giving rescue breaths. These officers continued CPR until the arrival of the firefighters and the paramedics. In total, first responders kept at it. They kept going for about 30 minutes until Andy's heart started beating again. Paramedics from Worcester EMS then transported Andy in an ambulance to UMass Memorial Medical Center. And the doctors found that Andy had suffered from a blockage. The cardiac arrest was caused by the blockages in his heart. They were able to repair it, and with that surgery, he was discharged less than a week later. Now, it's a credit to all of those being honored today that Andy's here today. Trish is here today, and they're both smiling. Although I can see a little bit of anxiety reliving that day, Trish. It's because of them. We're honoring them. And it's because of them that, and may a little help from God, that Andy's alive today. Their quick actions and teamwork surely saved his life. If not for them, the outcome could have been tragically different. Thank God it wasn't. For the first responders who see life and death situation on a daily basis, this is the outcome that we wish we could always have. Unfortunately, it's not always the case. But their training and their hard work and their working together in every day, the things that they do in day out, it's a job to them, but it's also so much more. It's a public service profession that's a noble profession, and you see it right here firsthand. But that's all the more reason to celebrate the success here and the fact that Andy's still with us. I'd like to turn it back over to Chief Anderson.
Thank you. Good afternoon. These types of calls are in some ways typical of what our first responders see every day, but they're so important to the ways in which we ensure the safety of all of our residents. I commend all of our first responders who responded to this call, who worked together to save Mr. MacIsaac's life. Great job. It was truly a team effort. I'd now like to show you the body camera footage from this incident so you can all get a sense of what it's like for our officers when they answer a call like this. This is really an amazing video to watch. And I'll give some people some time if they'd rather step out and not watch it. Good? Okay, okay. All right, so here we go.
Bring your med bag. Let's go.
In the kitchen.
I got it. Bag valve? Yeah. Yep.
Fires on arrival at Central McLeod.
just gasped.
Come back.
Give me 2 breaths. Keep going. What? I believe he's yeah.
Peel one of the white pads completely from blue plastic. Peel one of the white pads completely from blue plastic. Peel one of the white pads completely from blue plastic. Peel one of the white pads completely from blue plastic. Peel one of the white pads completely from blue plastic. Peel one of the white pads completely from blue plastic.
Put yours on there. You gotta.
Peel one of the white pads completely from blue plastic. Peel one of the firmly place the pad on the patient. Next, peel second white pad from the blue plastic. Firmly place the second pad on the other location.
CPR going. Does he have a pulse right now?
Yeah. Firmly place the second pad on the not
Is he breathing or is that agony?
Analyzing rhythm. Do not touch the patient. Analyzing rhythm. Do not shock advise. Do not touch the patient. Press red flashing button to deliver shock.
No clear? Yeah.
Shock delivered. Start CPR.
Find someone else to go see.
As you can see, that was about 5 minutes. The reality was that all the first responders were there for about 19 minutes. It's a lot of work. They all resorted to their training. They were very professional. And it's the here today. That's the most important. I want to give a round of applause to all the first responders.
And everyone, this is why we started this, to let people know. Too often, I remember hearing when I ran for this job, and he said, Joe, first people are going to criticize is either a cop or an assistant district attorney. That shows you right there what they do, and they do it day in and day out, and how well they do it, and how professional they are. And you know, they just went about their business, and we had a great save. I'd like to give Andy MacIsaac an opportunity to say a few words, if you would, Andy. Thank you.
That was the first time I had seen the video. You know, thank you doesn't begin to explain my sense of gratitude, my family's sense of gratitude to all the dedicated first responders here in Shrewsbury. We are blessed to have such, you know, highly trained, dedicated public servants who, when they respond, they don't know what they're walking into, but they rely on their training and their dedication to respond. And I'm here today because everything came together. The training, the professionalism, the dedication, the teamwork, right, that was really instrumental into my chain of survivability. You know, it's absolutely incredible. And I've lived here, here in Shrewsbury since '99. My wife was born and raised here in Shrewsbury. I guess we are lucky to be here, to have such a dedicated team of police and fire and EMS and the medical center right across the lake. I'm back to work now, trying to live the fullest life, but live my life with a sense of gratitude, because you never know when it can end. Luckily for me, I have a second chance. I have a second birthday, but it's because of these dedicated individuals and others like them. Again, I want to say thank you very much to all of you for everything that you do every day. I'm blessed. My family's blessed, and I will never be able to say thank you enough for what you have done. So, again, thank you.
All right, let's give out these awards. We'll start with Paige Murray. Should we have everyone come up and then we'll hand them out? Tricia. Sure. Wait, Lindsay, how do you want to do this? Okay, Paige Murray, James Smith, Noah Coates, Kurt White, Michael Bowles, Christopher White, Adam Cameron. Is that a W or no?
Yeah,
Waleed Belju, Ahmad Kafil, Jeffrey Svensson, and Christopher Vieira. All right, and I'm going to try and read one of these. All right. Okay. All right. And the quote we use is from Theodore Roosevelt, the man in the arena quote, man or woman in the arena quote. And it's not the critic who counts, nor the man or the woman who points out how the strong man or woman stumbles, the way the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man or woman who actually is in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes up short again and again, because there is no effort without error and shortcoming, but who does actually strive to do the deeds, who knows the great enthusiasms, the great devotions, who spends himself or herself in a worthy cause, who at the best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he or she fails, at least fails while daring greatly, so that his or her place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat. Theodore Roosevelt. Chief, come on up and we'll hand these out. Jeffrey Svensson. Here, go again. Congrats. Okay. Come right back here, Chief. We'll go right down the line. Okay. Waleed, that was you. Thanks. Congrats. Paige Murray. Christopher White. James Smith. Michael Bowles. Amit. Ahmed Kafel. Thank you, Ahmed. Thank you. Christopher Vieira. All you Shrewsbury guys are like right out of Central Casting. Kurt White. Is Kurt here? Okay. We got two more. Okay.
No.
Oh, they're not here. Okay. Let's take a picture. Guys, great work.